welcome back to this week's episode of the Carrie Diaries. Here with your own Carrie Pipperidge. That's me, Lindsay Mendez. So, this week we are talking health, you guys. I've gotten so many questions from all of you about how to maintain your body and your voice all doing an 8-show week. Broadway's hard. It really is. So I thought I would take you around and we'd chat with all of our cast, our incredible company, about how they kind of keep themselves wrapped tight doing 8 shows a week. So let's go. Hi, Andre.
Hi.
So this week we're talking about health.
Health.
Yeah, how you guys kind of like maintain your bodies doing 8 shows a week in a very physical show.
Say a lot of water, rest, sleep well, at least 8 hours, and make sure you use this guy.
What is that?
It's a roller.
And what does that do exactly?
It kind of like release the pressure points in your muscle.
What about you, Sky? How do you kind of like keep your body going?
Good warm up.
Okay, how long do you warm up for?
I usually do about 25 to 30 minutes, like right before the show.
Okay.
Try to.
Right, like you're like all ready, you just have to throw your costume on now, right?
Yeah, which I need to do in about. I think it's.
Oh my God! Here's a lot of our company doing their warm-ups. Miss Laura.
That's about it. That's all you get from me.
Okay, are you warm now? That was it?
I just like to lay.
Today's actually a 2-show day, so
5-show weekend.
Yeah, so how do you like keep your kind of energy knowing that you have that many shows ahead of you?
Denial.
Jesse Mueller.
Hi.
Do you have any tricks of the trade?
Tips and tools. Stay away from dairy.
Yes.
Dairy gets me gunky.
Yep. And what kind of warm-ups do you do to get ready for the show? Do you have like a specific warm-up you do?
No, it's different every day. Sometimes I'm just in here singing to music that I'm listening to.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like trills up and down or lip buzzes or meow 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 meow, that kind of thing.
I love a good meow.
To try to make sure that it's the forward stuff is nice and clear.
Yes.
That's really what we're using in this show.
And I have one more question. How do you know when you need to call out, like vocally? Like what, like, or whether you should just push through? Like, do you have like a litmus test?
No, I'm kind of the ilk, like, unless my head's falling off, I'm gonna show up.
Love that.
But not in sacrifice of
the integrity of the show.
Yeah, if I can only do a poopy job, I'm not gonna, if I
Sure.
can't do the job, I'm not gonna come in.
Joshua Henry.
Hey.
Catching you. You just came off stage from the soliloquy. Just a small sing, a light sing.
Just a small vocalization, yeah.
So, speaking of singing, everyone has been tweeting and asking about what our tips are for like how to keep our voice wrapped tight doing 8 shows a week.
One thing that really helps just lubricate my throat is Fontus. They're these little green candies that are apple-based. You can order these on Amazon. Fontus, Fontus.
Okay.
They're amazing during the show. Like day to day, I come to the theater like an hour before, and I start vocalizing at an hour till the curtain. Very lightly for half an hour, and then come half hour, then I'm going through the show for the big moments. But I'm always warming up at about 60%.
I was gonna say, you're not giving full.
I'm not giving you full. I try to get to bed on time. I try to get, at least for me right now, if I can get 6.5 hours of sleep, that's amazing.
Because Josh is a new father and has a baby at home.
Yes. So sleep is really important. Tons of water throughout the day.
Yep.
Water. It sounds simple, but like I'm talking, I try to get through a gallon.
A gallon?
I try to. Yeah, that's my aim.
But you're a sweater too.
I'm wearing a sweater, and I'm pretty much just a sweater.
You are a sweater.
And I also think that part of vocal health is not singing the same way every day.
Interesting. You want to be in touch with all parts of your voice, even if you're not using them in your work every day, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's big. Mm-hmm. That's big.
And that's why you're so good and so well-rounded.
Lindsay, I gotta say thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that tone's just so clear.
Nothing like a tritone to get you through. But thanks for stopping by.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's go over my general routine for how to maintain myself and my body. So let's start with general eating things. I drink, first of all, a ton of water. I take a lot of vitamins. I take my vitamin C And I like the gummies because, like, why not? I take vitamin B as well, also in a gummy, because gummies are fun. Oh, I take this pineapple complex called bromelain, which is really awesome and helps with kind of like inflammation. So if your allergies are bothering you or whatever, bromelain can really help. And I also know the dancers take it as well. It's just natural. Let's talk about oils. I've recently just got into oils, and they are something I'm kind of obsessed with and love. I love this stuff called thieves oil. I take a drop on my tongue. It's kind of a mix of, let's see, cinnamon, citrus, eucalyptus, rosemary. It's really powerful, but it's really awesome. It's good for general wellness, and it also just kind of opens me up if I'm feeling a little congested or anything. Jessie actually bought me these. There's a sleep oil. There's one called Balance, which I've never tried. I don't even know what that is because I don't like balance in my life. No, I'm just kidding. And as well, I enjoy a really good hot chamomile tea. If I'm ever feeling stressed or anxious, which I know a lot of performers go through, and throughout the whole opening and Tony season, it was a lot. If I drank some chamomile tea, it would just kind of zone me together. Those are all my tips. Let's find out other people's. Okay, speaking of the woman who knows everything about the voice, the diva herself, Renee Fleming. Renee, Lucy Lou asked you, how do you physically amplify your voice without vocal damage, like in opera, without a microphone?
So it's this combination of support, breath support, which is a technique actually that we all learn. So we're sending the voice, it's throwing the voice in a way out into the house, but without pushing, without using too much, without really using too much air.
Do you warm up a lot? Like, what's your warm up like for a show, like today?
So my warm up for this is not huge because it's not as rangy. So it's basically just finding, getting my voice out of my speaking voice, which tends to be low, and making sure that I have enough resonance. So I'll be humming. I'll be singing very bright vowels.
Right, because humming gets the voice kind of forward and buzzy, right?
Exactly, in the mask, and I want to have that nice that resonance, that maximum resonance. And I'll use a straw if I want to go higher and really just exercise the extreme range because we're in a small building here, and I don't want to disturb other people. So that's a great way of warming up without being too loud.
Wow. Do you find that like harnessing energy is important? Like maybe it's just that when you go out and give 100%, that doesn't mean you have to like give 100% of your voice, right?
Yeah,
like in an
absolutely, yeah. It's you kind of want to give the impression that you're giving 100%, but without using this to do it.
Totally.
So you want to use all kinds of other expression, color, the use of text, emotion, and push all those other envelopes without forcing.
Right. Ugh, you're brilliant. You're a brilliant human.
Oh, bless you. So are you.
Oh,
you
please.
can sing anything.
Yeah, right. Amar.
Yes.
No, she ain't, Billy.
Leia Passion asks, or she says that she just got a slight sprained ankle and she has to be off from dance classes. So she wants to know how to heal injuries and what exercises you can do to be healthy while healing.
So there's a lot of different options. I think the best thing is probably to find a good therapist and to keep a lot of icing, rest is always great. Patience is also a great thing. I mean, it's such a, with injury, it's such a, you want to rush back, but you need to give yourself the time and really clear the mind. So, yeah.
Okay.
Take your time.
Right. Yeah. You'll get back there, right?
You'll get back there, absolutely. We've all been there, and we all will.
Oh, bless you. Jessie, what other things do you like to do for health?
A little heat on your leg, right here. Got a little
What is that?
I'm not sure I like it. Wait,
Is that a massage?
but your arms go through
Brittany-
here so you can be like, it's a personal back massage.
Oh.
Well, it can't be mistaken for anything else. I'll
You
give
can
you
also
that.
put your feet.
You'll see that it's because I have many dance features. Someone like myself has to take good care of their body. As you can tell by the muscle tone in my legs.
I'm gonna plug it in.
Oh my
first.
God. This is like Brittany the Bionic Woman.
This is how you take care of your body.
That's how you take care of your body, Brittany, right?
Oh yeah. I come to the spa every day in between entrances.
How much does it set you back? Wow. This is... Oh!
better. It's gonna put your ankle open. You can even do your lower back. Take your arms out.
Oh God.
Take out your arm.
Wait, and then I can put them back in here like this.
Put them back and then do your lower
I
back.
can go like this, and then while I'm doing this, I can do my workout too. See? What's this for? Is this what you plug your Bluetooth into?
You can also roll out your leg at the same time.
Oh my
and
gosh.
maybe do a little like
The things you dancers do, I tell ya.
massage.
Okay, now we're gonna answer a couple of Twitter questions. So, Emma Imholtz asks, how does this track, which is a bit more legit, almost classical, differ from a track like Elphaba, where it is non-stop belt? Is your vocal care any different? I feel like, no, it's not any different. I really tried when I played Elphaba to use all of my voice, even though it was, definitely more belty than Carrie. And I feel like in this production, I do the same thing. I try and speak more in my chest, and then I use, a lot of mixed voice for the singing, then leading into soprano. But so it's actually the same type of care. Bitun B asks, what do you guys do in between shows? How do you guys stay energized during 2 show days? Well, it depends. Sometimes we go out to eat and kind of get out of the building. I'm a big believer in getting out of the building. I like to enjoy the outside and get some fresh air. We're here for such a long time in the day. Sometimes Jessie and I go and we get a pedicure or we get our feet rubbed just as a nice treat. And we walk around. We love to walk around Midtown. It's great. I know some people like to sleep. Some people order food here and just watch TV or whatever. But yeah, for me, I want to kick it outside, especially in the summer. It's so beautiful. All right, guys. Well, I hope you've gotten some great tips and tools of the trade from our amazing company. And I look forward to seeing you all next week for our final episode together. I'm going to take you on some amazing adventures, so get ready. Bye!